I don't know why we're doing this.
You know.
I just saw Anissa was doing it backstage, so I did.
I also saw that both of you were doing it, so I did it.
I was just copying whatever Anissa was doing.
It's fine with. Oh, I get it. I
still don't get it.
No, we were literally just talking about. I literally just brought it up like right before we started recording, and I figured I just do.
Jump scare. Hello, Europe, Australia, and the world. And welcome to the CUP, the currently unnamed podcast. And welcome to the CUP ESC, where we give you the real and the tea on ESC from top to bottom, honey. I'm trying to make it rhyme. That is my best current attempt. Anyway.
It really is.
It works.
I'm Logan Murphy, I say something gay. Gay, and it's a fait bim bam boom, ça fait c'est fast, it's a fait vroom. God, I fucked it up. Anyway, bim bam toi. That's all. Bim bam toi. And I'm just drinking water. I'm mad I fucked that up. Anyway, go ahead.
I'm probably gonna fuck mine up too, but we're gonna go with it. Hi, I'm Anissa Long, also known as Sam DMD, also known as Sam de Monteverde. Your casual Filipino Canadian Korea boo. And all I have to say is, bailar conmigo, señorita. La música infinita. Come on and give me tu sonrisa from Valencia.
I still don't like that song, but it's catchy.
I love that song. Are you kidding? Okay, and in my lovely The Cup mug, which you can get yours at lanagcreations.etsy.com. I think that's the address. Correct. Okay. I have some orange juice because vitamin C.
Link in the description below, and we do ship both domestically and internationally, so there are no excuses. We're looking at you again, Lewis.
Me and Anissa had a conversation about this.
Oh.
I don't drink from mugs. That's just not what I do.
You did on the premiere episode of Big Brother UK 2023.
That was different, though. That was a one-off.
Okay.
This is
okay.
just for.
All I'm hearing are excuses.
I don't drink hot drinks. That's the thing. Mind you, Anissa is drinking orange.
Cold drinks out of this mug all the time.
A cold drink out of mine.
I've not found much use for any of
all I'm hearing are excuses.
Right, anyway. Hi everyone, I'm Lewis. I'm a Canny laddie from Manny, and I'm a Junior Eurovision casual, so I wasn't sure what song to reference. Until I remembered there was an interval performance from 2016 from two very flamboyant twins.
Oh, God.
So, I used to be your future, now I'm your past. Tell me how this happened, why we turned to ash. Where did your heart go? It don't make any sense. I've been reaching out, but you reject my attempts. Oh, enough is enough. I miss our chemistry. And how it felt back then, making sweet memories. Oh, I'm on my knees, praying I do believe, and calling out for you. Won't you acknowledge me?
No. That was very good, Lewis. That was very good.
Because in my head,
okay,
you're just a hologram.
We are 4 minutes into this.
I would like to talk about Junior Eurovision.
Hologram
please.
is the best Jedward song out there.
Okay.
It really is. Anyway.
Okay.
Hi.
But yes, we are here. It is our first impressions video for Junior Eurovision 2023.
First of the ESC channel.
Yeah, it's the first Jesk on Esk.
It is Jesk on CUP ESC.
CUP ESC.
We could be from a European country now. CUP ESC.
It sounds like Quebec. Okay.
I'll take it. Well, Canada.
Canada's
coming. But yes, we are here. We're talking about our very first impressions on Junior Eurovision 2023. We've listened to all 16 songs for the first time for, I think, most of us today.
Yes.
And now we're going to talk about it, which is very exciting. So, yeah, we're going to do that. So,
Yes.
Before we dive, I'm all over the
Let's
place.
just give a preface, actually, before we dive in, because I would just like to say this is a very strong year.
Oh, okay. So that actually leads me to my first point that I forgot I was going to make my first point. So thank you, Anissa. I've watched a lot of Junior Eurovision contests. I went on a deep dive recently and watched a lot of them. In fact, I think I've seen most of the ones available on YouTube.
Right.
This is one of the strongest years I've ever seen. It is so good.
It's really good.
It's so good. Lewis, you're starting on a damn good year.
I know. I know.
It's good. What I will say, and this kind of goes through a lot of the theming I have for my thoughts this year. A lot of people are playing it fairly safe in the way that a lot of songs sound like and look like and are formatted like the last couple of years of entries that they have sent.
Right.
And I think there are two countries for me that are sending big, out of left field, major swings.
Right.
And we'll talk about them both, but for me, they both hit in a beautiful way. But for the most part, things sound like the way things have sounded for the last couple of years at Junior. Am I upset about that? No, not really. Do I wish there was a bit more variety in what we got this year? I'm going to be honest. Yeah, I wish there was a little bit more. But what we have is quality. And that seemingly everyone who came to the contest this year said, we're putting in quality. We're not just sending two small children, one of which is rapping in a fairy tale song that doesn't make sense. Yes, I'm still angry about it. If you watched our, what was that, 22 or was that 21?
That was 21.
If you watched our review of 2021, which is still available on our main channel, the Cup Pod.
No, because they did even worse.
I hate that song.
They did even worse in 2022. They literally got last.
But I like that song.
You like that song?
I did. Gaia Gambusi, she's fine. It wasn't my favorite, but it was good. We all know what my last place song last year was, and it fucking won.
Okay.
So, but yes, so we are in Junior Eurovision 2023, hosted this year in Nice, because somehow France won Junior last year. I'm still trying to figure it out personally.
He's a showman. I will say that. He's a showman.
That was one of the only two songs I listened to last year, and I enjoyed it. So
it was my least favorite by far. Like, there's a large gap. But I will say it is another win for my icon, diva, and legend of life, Barbara Pravi. So I will take it. I'm thrilled. If Barbara doesn't do an interval act this year, I'm going to be upset. She probably won't. Do you think Lazara?
Well, she already did it.
Wait, do you think Lazara is going to be there?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I
would cry. I would love that. Oh my god. Anyway, so yes, we're going to dive into all of it. Before we do, I probably should have said this earlier, but please subscribe. We're here covering the entire Eurovision season and Junior Eurovision season, so help get us some subscribers. We're going to be here. We're going to be talking. We're going to be doing things. So. Yeah. With that being said, this year's contest, we've got 16 countries competing. 2 returning / debuting, and 2 missing the contest this year. The 2 countries that are not returning from last year are Serbia, which doesn't surprise me, and Kazakhstan, which I'm very surprised by. Because, I mean, they did not do nearly as well as they wanted to last year. But Kazakhstan has been a major force in Junior over the last 5 years specifically.
They have.
So to not see them compete this year was a little strange.
I'm gonna miss a prop ending, you know?
I know. They always have good staging too.
I just love that almost every one of their numbers ended with like some kind of prop.
Oh,
you know?
absolutely. Bring Kazakhstan to Eurovision. Let them at the main contest. I want to see what would happen.
I would love to see that.
That'd be fine. But we've got Germany returning after a 1-year absence, which I'm happy about. And we have the debut of Estonia joining the contest. So, good for you.
Who is that clapped like that? There was an actor.
Nicole Kidman.
Yes.
We are doing our Nicole Kidman clapping today. But yes, so we've got Junior happening on November 26th.
Let me write that down.
Yep, November 26th. It's over American Thanksgiving weekend, so I will say, like, it's pretty convenient timing for me.
I just realized I'm gonna be in Costa Rica by then.
Oh, good. Our coverage is gonna look interesting.
It will.
Great, I love it.
If I make it on. If I make it on there.
It's an if at this point. But we'll make it work regardless. So, 16 countries. Shall we dive in?
We shall.
Yes.
Shall we go for it?
Let's get into it.
Let's. You're good to go.
Thank you, Lewis. I don't remember the man's last name. I was going to make that.
Martin
Osterdahl?
Osterdahl, yes.
Thank you, Lewis Osterdahl. I appreciate you. So we are going to go in alphabetical order, just because it's easy. Which means we are starting with Albania. I'm going to butcher this lovely girl's last name, and I'm so sorry. Viola Gjyzeli.
Gjyzeli?
I was thinking Giselle. I don't know. Either way, it sounds Italian. But even though the spelling...
That is so funny you bring that up, actually. So the song is Bota or My World. Viola was actually born in Italy. To Albanian parents. She first showed her love of performing at the age of 7 when she won a children's song contest in her hometown of Durrës. And it's funny you bring up that reference as well, my dear Anissa, because Bota was written by Ariana Rusciti, who is the lyricist behind both Theotokos for Albania in 2019, as well as Duye from this year's contest. Both of which are two of my favorite Eurovision songs. So it is no surprise to me that I am absolutely obsessed with this song.
I love this song too.
I will say, it is a surprise to me that I am a fan of this song, given I do not like Julia.
Yes!
I am a huge fan of this song.
Thrilled.
I wasn't much of a fan of Duye if anyone that tuned into our
we know.
main Eurovision 2023. Yes.
And you like Theotokos as well, right?
Remind me.
Theotokos.
I can't.
It started the trend of like very Albanian staging for Albania from like 2019 to 2022.
I'll have
and
to
kind of 2023. Actually, honestly, they're all. Ronella is the outlier.
I will have to.
Everything else is just red and black.
But no, yeah, I'm a huge fan of this one.
Her live vocal, it's good.
It's good.
It's good.
Boy.
I think really all it needs, all she needs is to get the nerves away, and she's golden.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
Go ahead, Liz.
I mean, I love the instrumentation of this song. What I loved about this song, and I mentioned this to Anita before we went on the pod. There's so many different songs that I can compare this to in so many different ways, but for all the right reasons. And there's a lot of direction that she took this song that I was not expecting, but it worked so well.
I love this. This is already one of my favorites this year, I'll be honest, which is very different from the overall fandom rankings, it seems to be. I feel like our rankings overall across the three of us are going to be very different from the overall trend that we're seeing.
Yeah.
I love that from the national final selection to the music video, it seems like they've made a lot of really positive improvements to the instrumentation. And there's a lot more of a punch to the instrumentation, which I really appreciate.
Yeah.
I was curious. The only thing I didn't love in the national selection performance was the backing vocal in the verses. Ooh. And I'm curious whether that is because maybe her low register live is not strong enough to carry the song. Because in the music video one, I had no problem with it.
Right.
But it just felt like the backing vocal was kind of drowning her out a little bit in the live performance.
I did write that in my notes. Like I think it's more so just the blending with it too. Like the blending between the backing track and her vocals. I'm obsessed with this. It's right up my alley. It gives me very much like Love on the Brain by Rihanna kind of thing.
That's the one that I was missing. There was so many songs that I was, and there was one song that I was trying to, and I couldn't name it. And now, yes, that's the one. There's so many different ones I also made comparisons to. I current You Don't Owe Me, even though You Don't Owe Me was pretty current. I also made a comparison to Stuck With You, the Ariana Justin Bieber song.
Sure.
Creep.
Okay.
Interesting.
I heard blends of all those different songs into one song here.
See, I went a Eurovision comparison.
Okay.
I went to Tears Getting Sober by Victoria from 2020.
Yes.
I see that.
And that's, I mean, with that comparison, there's no wonder I'm a fan of this one, because I've been a Victoria stan. So
yeah. This also starts a trend for me this year where I think if we're going to name one trend overall, it's a lot of people are doing very cinematic music.
Right.
Yes.
I wrote that for, I think, 8 different songs.
Mm-hmm.
And I love it because I do love that kind of vibe. I worry, given that we have the entire lineup now, I'm a little worried that this song is going to get buried. And that, like, if this follows, we'll talk about them later, but if this follows Armenia, if this follows Netherlands, if this follows the UK, she's screwed.
Right.
And I hope this...
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I think another concern that I have, and you kind of mainly hear it in the national selection, like in the live performance, but because the song is so big and she hits a bunch of high belts, you can hear towards the end that she gets a bit raspy, and you can tell in a way that she does get like tired towards the end. Like that's my main concern.
Yeah. I think with enough vocal training, I think she's got all of the goods.
Yes.
To make it work. So I'm excited. Shall we move on?
We shall.
Woo. We shall to Armenia, the last song that was announced this year, as per Armenia usually does. Shocker. We've got Yan Girls here. The song is Do It My Way. They're a girl band featuring Nane, Nancy, Camila, Susanna, and Aida. They are all very inspired by their favorite K-pop artists.
I knew it.
And want to bring that to the Eurovision stage.
I literally put, this is so Anita coded.
I put this is so, I was like Armenian K-pop,
Right.
but the other thing to note is that this song was co-written by Milena.
Yes, I did.
So
Yep.
I'm not surprised.
Right.
I'm not surprised in the slightest.
Yeah, like immediately I got black. It was giving me Blackpink with the
Oh
lyrics,
yeah.
with the lyrics of something that ITZY would write.
Sure.
ITZY during their debut would write. I mean, it's solid. I think because I've been in my K-pop era
Sure.
recently. I'm getting way too many notes of that, but I do appreciate the influence and kind of the work put into that. The vocals are good. I love the energy.
I mean, yeah. I mean, the vocals are good. Love the choreography. I'm concerned that with that much choreography, the live vocal is not going to hold up.
I am also concerned about that.
I'm concerned about that. I am concerned about that.
Armenia in junior and in the main contest, though, does do a very good job of finding vocalists that can do that. We saw Milena do it. We saw, oh no, what was her name from last year? Nare, thank you. We saw Nare do it last year. We've seen the last couple of Armenian entries at the main contest do that as well. Rosalind, fabulous. No.
Brunette.
Thank you. Today is not my day for remembering Eurovision trivia. Brunette, also fantastic singer. So I'm a little less worried about the vocal quality. I do hope they keep the choreography entertaining, but simple enough and not too strenuous. But I love this. The visuals were so good. I literally wrote, what the fuck did I just listen to? After my first listen, because I was just like, it's so good. It's simple, but in the most effective way.
Right.
I think that's the perfect way of like summing up what I think of it. I think, which probably does contradict one of the notes I wrote, saying like I wish it took me to more places. But I do like the places it takes me to. I just wish there was more.
I think this is a lovely little trajectory that Armenia has been on at Junior, from Milena to Nare, now to Yan Girls. Like, it feels like a very logical progression. And that's what most countries did this year. Like, following the pattern, following the trajectory. And again, I'm not mad at that. But this is different enough to where it's going to keep me interested. And I love that we're finally seeing K-pop influence in a Eurovision scope. And I'm so intrigued to see how they do.
Yeah.
Because Armenia has been very consistent. As weren't they runner-up last year?
They were runner-up last year.
They shouldn't have been, because they should have been Sophie Lennon. We'll talk about Sophie later, but yeah, I'm a big fan of this. I think it's only going to grow on me as well, which I'm very excited about. So,
and for me, if I don't have it ranked as high, it's probably because there are other songs that I like more than this. But it doesn't take away anything from the greatness of the song.
No, the greatness.
I couldn't find any. The quality of the song. Is that a better word? Quality.
Sure.
Sure.
I think my favorite thing from this episode is just going to be the different wow words that we decide to go for. Wow. Vocabulary.
Oh, wow. Shall we move on?
We shall.
That's more Anna Faris than anything else. Oh, shall we move on?
Yeah.
To Estonia, making their debut. I'm so excited. We have Arhanna with Hoiame kokku, or Staying Together.
It's very Estonian.
It's truly very Estonian. So Arhanna is coming to Junior Eurovision, representing the prestigious Rapina music school out of Estonia. And she's no stranger to the stage, having participated in a lot of national and international competitions, including winning the televised talent show Tated Lava, or Star Stage, which led to her participation at Junior. And in her free time, among other things, she enjoys adding objects to her collection of panda memorabilia, which I think is just precious.
That's cute.
That is adorable.
I love this song.
It's a solid song.
I
good.
like this song.
I'm really surprised.
I like this song. I'd say
Okay.
like it's. I mean, I did not give it perfectly solid, but it is perfectly solid.
Is this my perfectly? No, I have to give my perfectly solid to someone else. But I definitely agree with you.
I
think
don't know who mine would go to, but
I have an idea already.
Okay.
I really do. I think just my main issue for me is just the song itself. More so the first half, because the first half kind of felt very like flat in terms of dynamic. She sings great.
Don't say anything too bad. She's a co-writer on this.
She is, and I have
actually no. She's a co-composer. She's not a writer. She's a composer.
Yeah. I don't have much complaints about that. I think it's just mainly the kind of the tone or just the dynamics of it.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I just need more in that first half because I love the second half.
I did not have much issue with the song itself. I loved the choir coming in, and it gave it such a like a dreamy feel. And there was the dreamy feel of the choir, but then you juxtapose that with the chorus that felt a lot more punchy.
Mm-hmm.
I loved the punchiness of the chorus. I put down love the use, which the use. The second chorus had a lot more punch to it, but it still felt right. My issue is what was going on visually, because there wasn't much going on visually.
This cheesy ass acting. I was like, throw the basketball. Oh no, I can't do my math homework. Oh, I'm so sad sitting on this step outside. I kind of loved it.
I'm having such a great time with my friend at the arcade.
And all I need is this one friend, and we're staying together.
I don't know. I think for me, it will suffer on stage if it doesn't have much more visual impact.
I agree with you.
I agree.
What does it for me is the chorus. The way it just like the chorus builds so powerfully. Her voice is incredible. I think the cheesy acting was cute.
Right.
It was cheesy acting, but done in the best way. So I really enjoyed that. I fear this might get buried.
Mm-hmm.
That's my concern.
I feel they might throw her just to the sharks and have her open.
Yeah.
Or even worse, after opening.
Or even worse, second in the running order.
Yeah, exactly.
Second in the running order after, I don't fucking know, Georgia. Like,
right.
Just bad. She's not bad though. I would say the song is simple, but again, in a really strong way. I wrote very cinematic for this as well. I hope Estonia can bring the visuals on stage like they do at the main contest to this performance, and I do think she'll do really well.
Mm-hmm.
So, shall we?
We move on.
Nicole Kidman clapping.
One last thing. Is it just me that thought this was very Alika? I might have been. No, I don't know. I think a little. It felt very.
A bit, yeah.
It felt very. Oh, we did pretty well over there in May. Let's try do something similar. And I don't know. I think it's not going to have the same impact, unfortunately.
Fair.
It's like cool.
Let's talk about our host nation, France. You do it much better than I do, and I appreciate you for it. We've got Zoe Clauzure with Cœur or Heart.
Cœur.
What?
It's pronounced Cœur.
You do it better than I do. Anyway.
Cool.
She is from Montrouge. She's performed with Amir, who was the 2016 Eurovision representative, as well as French singer-songwriter Isolt, who I love.
Oh.
Wow.
And she's also made it to the semifinals of The Voice Kids France in 2020. She's already an accomplished songwriter, musician, lyricist, all that kind of stuff. And she is representing the host nation this year at Junior.
I love
She
this
is
song.
indeed. And this is where we we distance ourselves with our opinions.
And this is where I am the middleman between these two.
Sam loves it.
I am fine with it.
Fair.
I am indifferent about it.
Also,
Sure.
this is also the first song in quite a bit where the writer is not.
Is not Barbara Pravi.
It's not Barbara Pravi. I don't know. There's something I find. I find this really catchy, and I love her voice. I love the color she adds into what she sings. She has also like a bit of a rasp, which I enjoy a lot as well. The climax I thought was really well done. I enjoy the chanting like towards the end of the song in the background. I feel like this just needs the right staging and it'll do just fine.
I'm intrigued that she is a singer, songwriter, and composer, and yet none of this was done by her.
Yeah.
That's what I'm a little confused by, honestly.
I'm gonna use the word. It sounded dated to me.
I'm gonna agree with you.
It sounded a bit dated to me. Like, okay, it's catchy when it needs to be, but I'm not really interested. I don't know. Like, one thing I did right is have these backing dancers on stage, but I don't know how many people you are allowed on stage in Junior.
Except most, I believe.
It's 6, I believe.
Well, then scrap that idea.
Well, then they can't spell Zoe, which is very unfortunate. This, I like it, but yet I really do agree with you, Lewis. I think it feels very dated. And this is, I think, the country for me that I listened to this song and I was like, oh, I'm not surprised that this is what I'm hearing.
Right.
This is mid-tempo but still high energy. And you want to know what that sounds like? That sounds like Oh Maman. That sounds like TikTok.
I don't know if Oh Maman's mid-tempo. I would,
but it's giving a similar vibe to Enzo. It's giving a similar vibe to J'imagine. It's giving a similar vibe to Bim Bam Toi. None of this surprises me. And I wanted to be surprised by the host country. And this, for me, despite how well Zoe is performing it in the music video, and despite how well I know she's going to perform it on stage, this tells me France doesn't want to win.
Right.
They don't want to have to do what Poland did and host 2 years in a row.
Excuse me.
That's what it's giving me. I do still think this is going to do well. I think she's probably going to land left side of the table. But this is not my favorite of the year.
That's fair.
It's predictable in a very good and lovely way. And the song is lovely. But that's the word to use it for me, is lovely.
Right.
They could have her open. They could have her close. They could have her middle of the pack. And I don't think it's going to affect where she ends up landing on the scoreboard. But I think she's lovely. So, yeah. I was expecting a little bit of something different from France this year. And I didn't get that.
It needs some different sauce.
Yeah. But she's lovely. And I hope she has a lovely, illustrious career. You can clap for her. You don't have to like the song.
No, I just I love how you started and then Anissa started and then I started. It was like
That's cute.
yeah.
It was cute.
That is cute. Look at us being cute. Next up, Georgia, a junior Eurovision powerhouse. Usually, we've got Anastasia and Ranina with the song "Over the Sky." Now, this group is made up of Anastasia, shocker, as well as Nicolas and Otto. Anastasia won Georgia's Young Talent contest called Ranina, which is why she will be representing at Junior. And she'll be joined on stage by her fellow finalists from that competition, Nicolas and Otto, who are then just Ranina. So if one of them had won, it would be one of them and Ranina.
Okay.
That's so degrading.
A little bit, isn't it?
A little bit degrading.
You can go to Junior Eurovision, but you have to do the backing vocal.
Imagine that.
I think that was just the main thing for me. Like, yeah.
Imagine that. Lewis and the Voice Kids. Or something like that. Like some sort of and the Voice Kids. and the
literally. Logan and other people that competed at this contest and that lost to me.
Yeah.
God.
I think really I just want to hear it live because
me too.
I think that's just the main thing for me. That's it. I do enjoy the percussion. I enjoy kind of the backing, the counter melodies that the boys are giving.
The counter melodies are my favorite part of this song.
Also, yeah,
go ahead.
No, actually, no. I want you to go first. Finish your thought.
This feels safe. This feels very safe. I was shocked listening to this song. Do I think it's good? Yes, I think it's a good song. She sounds incredible. The boys sound incredible. The three of them together sound fantastic.
Yes.
This song does not do them justice. For me. I think they perform it well.
Yeah.
But I think I want something different, and this feels too safe.
Yeah. I think the issue is more of the song itself rather than like
I agree. I agree.
No, one of my favorite parts about this, it's the CGI flying.
Oh my god!
One of the boys are and we have another one of those, which we'll talk about later. But
I want to talk about it. This okay up until the chorus, I was confused. I was so confused. I was like, "What?" I was like, "What did I take?" Like 5 minutes before.
I will say, this is kind of what we've gotten from Georgia. Like
this is what Georgia does.
Like Nico with "Let's Count the Smiles." Even Miriam.
Well, I guess I can't go 2 years in a row without enjoying a Georgian junior entry.
I was gonna make a comparison, but I'm not going to. Because it's wrong.
Okay.
No, but you'll get what I mean. You'll get what I mean when I say let 3.
I don't know.
I get what you mean.
Right. Confusion. Just
the way that this whole thing is the way this whole thing is happening is confusing because it's supposed to be her, but then both of the boys get half a verse.
Right.
But it's like half a verse and they're singing like different things over each other.
That might be the other trend of this year is just songs that feel like several songs put together.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's this one and a lot of others.
Right. Well, I did love the not shouty, but like the commandery
the belting.
Vocals.
It's belting is what it is. Yeah.
Exactly, that's the word. Backing vocals on the chorus. It's very anthemy, this song. Very anthemy. Music video has anthemic. That's also that's also a word.
Yes.
English is just slipping away from me slowly.
We know.
A lot of different elements happening all at once in the music video. I wouldn't mind if on stage is as crazy as the music video.
I would love to see that.
I want to see like moving ships, and I want to see like stars. I want Blas Canto's giant moon. Like that's what I want. Like
who has that? There's an airship from some sort of something. Anyway, like a ship.
Airship?
Like a pirate ship that's just floating in the air.
Cambanano?
Sure.
Oh no, I was thinking no, why can I not think of it?
Or
Denmark.
Brendan Murray with the hot air balloon.
No, I'm thinking Denmark.
Rasmussen?
Lenora?
Yes, Rasmussen. Thank you.
Oh, Rasmussen. Never mind.
Yeah.
Like sure. I want that. That'd be fun. Okay.
I mean, it's not. I mean, I like it.
Do you? I wouldn't be able to tell by all of that.
I don't know if I am like. That's the thing.
Mixed feelings.
It's gonna have to be a. It's gonna have to be an Aya for me, and that it's gonna have to grow on me.
Sure. This is why we're doing our first impressions and later giving our full overall rankings, because I think that's gonna.
I think really the rehearsal.
I'm being a lot fairer than I was earlier this year, though, because I was trashing it. Before,
yeah, I know.
Before we went live, so
yeah. Fancy another one?
I'm actually very excited to talk about this next one.
I am as well. It is the return of Germany. We've got Thea with Ohne Worte, or Without Words. Now, her family moved back to Berlin from Shanghai after her sister was born, which is they live now in Berlin. She appeared on The Voice Kids Germany, where she impressed audiences with her translation of songs using sign language. And she was inspired to do this by her little sister, who I do believe we see in the music video. And Anissa, you'll be very happy to know that she is a big fan of Blackpink.
I do get that energy from her, and I love that for her.
Do you?
I love that. I love that that's a fact for her.
Like kind of what she wears in the music video.
Oh, by a fashion. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, fashion, not music. Because I was like, music. I'm not getting
music. No. Music. This is the music itself is very different from Blackpink.
It's very not that. Yeah.
Very not Blackpink. Honestly, maybe the antithesis of Blackpink.
Yeah, I really like this.
I like it.
I like it.
Yeah, it's a gorgeous message, and I think the music video was probably my favorite. I think the music video was my favorite. I hope they bring that to the staging.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they will. I know for sure she's gonna do some sign language on the
fabulous
Gjyzeli stage.
Yes, I think it's a gorgeous message. I love that the whole song is in German. Mm-hmm. I couldn't tell you the last time we had a Eurovision entry period that was in full German, and I do love that. I think it's a little bit more simple than everything else we've seen, and this is another example of I'm not surprised at all by this coming from Germany.
Right.
It's got enough, like, I think the whole sign language factor and the message of the song, I think really brings it above a lot of the other entries we've seen from Germany at Junior. But I listened to this song, saw it was from Germany, and said, I'm not surprised.
Right.
But it is still very high quality. And I think this is the best entry they've sent. I don't know if that will translate to a good score.
Right.
Right. I'll go next. Yeah, love the sign language in the music video. As Logan said, include it on stage, please.
Please.
I think a lot of people will be overwhelmed by what they see. It's gonna be with a song like this. It's gonna have to be like the presentation of it is gonna have to be the factor that weighs into whether they do a great or do bad. So play into that, because I was very overwhelmed watching the music video in the best way. And I didn't take an opportunity to read into the meaning, but with a music video like that and with a performance like that, if they do that, then people are going to want to look into the meaning and will probably vote on that. It's catchy, it's Eurovision. I did say that I think it's going to struggle. I don't think it's strong enough with the competition, and I think it's gonna not lost in the pack, but it's not gonna be competitive on the song alone.
Right.
Are they going to do Germany dirty 3 out of 3 times and make her open the show?
Oh God, please
no, Lewis, because the last 2 German entries, the only 2 other German entries, they both had to open the show.
They're gonna leave again.
They're gonna have them open the show again for sure.
They're gonna be like, oh, okay, why did we bother coming back?
Exactly.
Right.
I did like the moment where in the song it fell down to the stillness of just her voice.
Mhm.
I loved the choice to go into the high register at the end. That was nice. That sounded nice. That's as much as I've got to say on this, unfortunately.
I think, yeah. And I think for me, like everything that I put down has already been said. I think there also, like, you don't even kind of need to know that. I mean this in the best way possible of like, oh, how it's being presented to us via music video, and I hope it does translate onto the stage as well. But just the fact that it's called Without Words and they're doing, and she literally is like, oh, sign language, like not even speaking, you know?
I mean, yeah, you don't need to look up the meaning. Some people will want to. That's great. But like, you get enough visually to understand what's going on.
Yeah, like the message is conveyed really well.
Yeah.
I really enjoy the contrast of like her being like mellow in the first verse, and then we get a bit more power kind of in the second verse. And I think a lot of her sweet spot is kind of the mellow tones kind of thing. Like, and even when she goes up into the falsetto at the climax, and then she goes back down to that sweet spot. Like, I really enjoy that about her voice. But I do agree, unfortunately, that it does feel a bit safe, if you will. And I feel like the song itself would get flushed out by other songs.
See, I don't know if safe's the word.
I would, based on their previous entries, I would say consistent. I wouldn't necessarily say safe. Because I mean, both of their other entries sound like this song.
Right. Okay.
Like, but the message here is really what sells it above.
Exactly.
Imagine us. Da, 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 da. I'm like, no, I don't need that. But I don't need that again. She was a lovely little girl. I don't know what her name is, but
Paulina.
Thank you. No, Pauline.
Pauline,
not Paulina.
Pauline.
Sorry.
Fancy another one?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's Ireland! It is time to talk about Ireland. Jessica McKean, Aisling, or Dream. Another Irish junior entry, fully in Irish, because it's a different broadcaster that does it. So that's why they do it. I will say the song is co-written by my darling angel of life, Miss Sophie Lennon from last year, who deserved to win the contest because she's amazing.
No, I'm not going to say it.
She's amazing.
She is.
That song was that song was in my top 10 Spotify Wrapped last year.
I love
that song so much. But Jessica is from a small town in Ireland called Lifford in the north of Ireland. She won her first singing competition at age 3. She was featured on an RTE show singing I Love You Honey by Patsy Cline, which makes me love her just even more. And she spends a lot of time watching YouTube shorts. So we might in fact make this a YouTube short. Hi, Jessica.
Hi, Jessica.
And the music video featured a cameo from beautiful, lovely Angel of Life, Sophie Lennon, which is, I was like, Sophie Lennon jump scare, oh my god.
Yeah, I was like, wait.
I was like, oh my god, it's Sophie.
I was like, wait, she has red hair now. Oh,
Wait.
that's not her.
Oh, wait, that's her?
Yeah, so the girl in the red is Jessica for this year. And the girl in the white
is Sophie.
With the ginger hair is Sophie Lennon from last year.
So Sophie Lennon is Aisling.
She is.
Oh wow!
Because Jessica was trying to find Aisling and she found her.
We went Solas into Aisling. And this was another one where I was like, it's a very logical progression.
From
Am I mad at this
into
song?
Dream?
Literally light into dream. Is next year going to be hope?
Right.
It's manifestation.
Could you imagine? I love this. I will say.
I love this. You know,
this.
love is the word. It's giving Disney princess.
And that's what Solas does as well. So
true.
Not the only Disney reference I will personally make in this video. We'll talk about it later.
Beautiful voice. I love how I love how unapologetically Irish she sounds.
And that's what Ireland does at Junior, baby.
Yeah,
they may not have the main contest down at all ever, except for That's Rich. But here at Junior, they are becoming a junior powerhouse.
They are.
Love that. I mean, it is literally an Irish song. So
yeah.
I love the shot of the lights coming through the windows. And then I put in big capital letters, she found Aisling.
Yay!
Oh, I loved this. So this was a journey that I loved being taken on.
I feel like now knowing what you have said, Lewis, I think it makes it like that much better.
Mm-hmm.
Of like, oh, this makes a lot more sense now.
Her dream is Sophie Lennon.
Is to be Sophie Lennon, you know? Or is Sophie Lennon, yes.
Her dream just is Sophie Lennon.
Sure, we'll go with that. Her dream is
Sophie Lennon is the light of the dream.
There you go. There you go.
We did it. We did it, friends.
No, amazing voice. She doesn't sound like anyone like in the contest. In this contest.
She sounds like Sophie Lennon.
She sounds like Sophie Lennon. Sure, we'll go with that.
This is gonna stand out. I have to be honest though. I don't think this has the punch that Solas has. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a little worried. I don't think it has that big moment. I'm worried. I'm always worried about Ireland at Eurovision. Truly and honestly. I was so shocked and surprised and thrilled when Sophie got 4th last year. And I just hope that it doesn't continue to be, or this is just a one-time thing and we go back to Ireland kind of underperforming at Eurovision. Right. I would like to see her do well. I think this stands out among the ballads that we have this year. I was about to say female-led ballad, but they are all female-led ballads. So, because there's not a single male solo act in this contest. So, is that why the quality is so much better? Perhaps. Who run the world? European girls. Yes, Jessica. Yes, Jessica.
Yes.
Now, I know someone here is very excited to talk about this next song we are talking about, and that's Italy. Melissa and Ranya, Un Mondo Giusto, or A Just World.
Giusto sounds right, yeah.
Yeah, so they both competed. So
I don't know how to pronounce that last word. I did a reaction video for a different and I butchered it completely.
What did you say?
I said something like gusto or something.
No, it's giusto.
Giusto.
Un mondo giusto.
Un mondo giusto.
So both Melissa and Ranya are coming to Junior Eurovision via the inaugural version of, guess what? The Voice Kids Italy. So Melissa won. They became really good friends throughout the whole contest. So they are competing together at Junior. Melissa fell in love with music during a time when she was suffering from panic attacks, which I can relate to. So I love that for her. And they are both pretty big on TikTok as well. They love their TikTok. So Un mondo giusto.
Wait, so would you happen to know which one's which? Do you know which one's Melissa, which one's Ranya?
No. I can look really quick though.
Not that that matters because I love the song.
I do love this song. It kind of matters to me because I particularly want to highlight the love I have for the rasp in the second singer's voice.
The one with the deeper voice, the taller one.
With the deeper one, yeah, the one who was playing the piano, and then
that is Melissa.
That's Melissa. Okay. Love your voice, Melissa. Not that I don't love your voice, Ranya, but I love Melissa's voice. I love the twang. Yeah, I've already put that. I love the twang on the second singer's voice. Love the harmonies they have with each other. There's so many elements to this music video. It's like they're in the real world, but also there's like this ethereal other world that they're involved in as well together. There's a fight going on between heaven and hell with the different projections going on. Projections. This song would look so good if they had projections going on in front of them.
Yeah.
On stage, I would love that. There was some shots where they had like the spotlights from the back, facing towards the camera. So the camera's here. There's a spotlight back here. I like that shot. Yeah, I like this. I've thoroughly enjoyed this.
Yeah, I think. So sorry, Logan.
No, you're fine.
Once I heard Melissa's voice, I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be up my alley. This is definitely up my alley." Her voice gives me very like Rosie Crane. If you know her, if you know her,
yeah,
it's a reference I don't know.
I do, and I will agree with you.
Yeah, like it's very like smoky and like she has a bit of a twang, like you said, Lewis.
Twang.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, no, the harmonies are good. I think my one singular critique is that the harmony does overpower the melody, mainly in the first chorus. I think it gets better. It gets better with the second chorus and onwards, but just mainly that first chorus. I love the soul in it and how dynamic it is. I also was not expecting the English. I was okay. So I heard this before, like listening to everything else, and I didn't look on Eurovision World when I first listened to this. So that's why I wrote I wasn't expecting them to sing in English.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
That is my least favorite part of the song. I really do not like the transition to English. Because for me, it just feels clunky.
Yeah.
Because there's like, you have all of this gorge, like the first half of the song, I loved. Loved. And then when you can also tell that the people that wrote this song don't speak English. Because it falls into the trap of Eurovision songs where the English is not translated nearly as well as it could be.
Exactly.
Right.
That threw off the whole song for me because otherwise I think their vocals are great. This song could have easily been done in 100% Italian and it would have been fantastic.
Yeah.
But for me, this gives me a mix of Specchio and Blah Blah Blah, which are their last two entries.
I don't. Maybe I don't know if I get blah 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 out of it, but I do see the comparison.
That's where I get the upbeat sort of like the message behind it. And Specchio, I really get the instrumentation and the way they're singing.
Right.
That's more of it for me. And
Italy's
again, I saw this, I heard the song, I saw it was from Italy, and I said, I'm not surprised.
I mean, we say the same thing about Italy on the other contest as well.
Yes, it's just here they send only women, and in the main contest they only send men.
Male ballads specifically.
And here they send female kind of rock songs.
Right. I mean, I do agree with the whole. I mean, I didn't write it down, but I do agree with the whole English part sounding clunky. Italy, take it from us. Your language is beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Don't try and cater yourselves to us by adding a verse just to please it. Please don't do that.
When was the last time a song in English won Junior anyway? That's actually a really good question.
Well, okay.
I can't answer that.
I mean, Kami Kami had some English in it, but it wasn't like a full.
I'm thinking more like at least half.
At least half. I'm looking going through it in my head. Oh wait, Anyone I Want to Be, or Superhero.
Is that really the last one?
But then again, that was like fairly recent. So like, or unless Superhero was like fully
Superhero.
Like, yeah, 2019.
Okay. But if you look, the majority of Junior winners there's only there's two winners that are predominantly in English of Eurovision. And they're both from Malta.
That is true.
Which is a lovely transition into talking about Malta.
I knew that was coming.
That wasn't intentional at first, and then I saw the connection and said, we're making the connection there. Okay. We have Yulan with Stronger. She was a finalist on the inaugural version of Malta's Got Talent in 2020. And she finished as the runner-up of The Voice Kids Malta earlier this year. This is also her fourth time attempting to represent Malta at Junior.
Oh.
And ultimately, she would love to become a doctor. Oh. Can I start this one, please? This is one of the best Eurovision songs I have ever heard. I love this song. If we were doing full rankings today, Malta would be my number one. This song is incredible.
If we're being that, I was going to say, if we're being that explicit, same.
I mean, I think I could say the same too. I mean, I feel like this is very coded towards me and my taste.
Oh, baby, this is my taste to a T. This is what I listen to outside of Eurovision music.
I definitely dabble in some songs that are similar to this as well.
I'm like, she is a diva. Her voice is giving diva to a T. The tone has depth. Her tone is insane. The runs I live for.
This is one of the two countries I was talking about earlier where Malta is taking a huge swing. This is not like anything I've really ever heard Malta send at Junior. And the closest comparison I made was Destiny.
I would actually say Gaia Kauchi might be a bit of a closer comparison.
Sure.
But I would still say all three of them are kind of in that same realm of like genre. They're in the same genre.
Mm.
Bitch.
She could sing.
You're old. I'm pretty sure you're old enough to where I'm like, this song is so good.
This song's really good.
It's soulful where it needs to be. Her voice is so strong. I fear that this is not going to do well, and I'm already looking forward to the disappointment.
Wait. I have one critique, especially towards the end of the song. it gets very runny.
Mhm.
And she knows how to run. She knows how to run. Don't get that twisted. I just could use less of it.
Mhm.
Otherwise, I love it.
I personally didn't mind the runs. I loved it. And I didn't think it was overdone. But that was probably just my perspective. The backing vocals were so punchy, and I put nice with 4 E's. Because I hate the word nice. But if I put 4 E's on it, it's really good.
If you do it the way we do on the Drag Race reviews, when someone scores something at 69, we're like,
nice, but like nice. But like, there's so much strength in her voice. I put this is probably the weirdest thing I've put. It reminds me of an Australian, it reminds me a lot of an Australian Eurovision submission, and I said that very broadly.
Sound of Silence.
Sound of Silence.
Maybe.
Sound of Silence. Don't Break Me.
Don't Break Me.
We Got Love.
We Got Love.
Oh, We Got Love.
Yeah, I mean, it's something I
all
know.
of the women that have represented
pretty
Australia.
Zero gravity.
Much.
Pretty much.
Oh, it's very zero gravity. Wait a minute.
I see the connection.
Zero gravity. Yeah, very zero
Girl.
gravity.
I love this. I love this.
You can hear the training. That's something I put. You can hear
Yeah.
the training. You
Yeah.
can tell that she's had that professional.
Who won the Voice Kids Malta this year?
Right.
If she got second.
If she got second? Shit, who won? All right. Yulan, you better. I'm glad you are finally getting your moment, baby.
Oh, completely. Yeah.
I'm happy.
I'm this long.
Thrilled. Especially because I'm going to be real honest. Malta did not take Junior seriously last year.
Right.
And I was frustrated with it because Gaia was a great singer, but they just did not take the contest seriously whatsoever. They're taking it seriously this year again. And that makes me really happy to see. It seems like they're taking Junior seriously, and it seems like they're taking the main contest seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm happy to see it. I'm thrilled to see it.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I do love, as a complete side note to everything, I love that the Junior Eurovision website includes pronouns for all of the artists.
Oh, yes.
I really enjoy that.
I love
More of
that.
I'm like, come on, yeah. I mean, I think all of them so far have either been he, him, or she, her, but like, I still love it.
Yeah.
Thrilled about it.
Key change. Loves key change. Key changes is a big thing. If you go for it, it's either gonna go one way or the other, and this went the fucking right way. Yes. I went.
Oh my god. Oh.
Fuck yes. Fuck yes. Fuck yes. Fuck yes. Her placement is so right. I put she just catapulted her voice, but she didn't forget her parachute. And what I mean by
I love that.
That's a good comment.
I love that.
That's a good comment.
I remember when we were doing we just cover, I don't know if it's going to be out before this, but we did cover the
Malta.
Malta.
It'll be out before this.
It'll be out. Yeah, okay. So we covered Malta's semi-final one for next year, 2024. And I made a comment. I can't remember for whose song. I made a comment that I said he just catapulted his voice out of nowhere, and I did not like that.
It was Ghost. It was
Ghost. Yes, I think so. Yeah.
Go check out the first part of our review of the Malta Eurovision Song Contest, available now on the CUP ESC.
But like here, she sent her voice into the stratosphere, but it was so polished.
Oh,
I loved it.
The production was also like very well done. Like
so well
the
done.
music production, amazing.
Mm-hmm.
The end key, the key at the fuck.
That's where I lost it.
This is gonna be on.
I've lost. Oh god.
This is my Sophie Lennon of the year. I'm gonna be honest. This is my I'm defending this song with every ounce of my spirit. So I fully prepared to come on here just to defend this song on my own, and I'm very thrilled I didn't have to do that. So
yeah, I don't get the opinions or like the reception on, at least on Eurovision World.
So currently on Eurovision World, this is what, dead last?
Yeah. Last time I checked, it was dead
Bullshit.
last.
Bullshit, but whatever.
Genuinely, I was
How?
genuinely, I saw that Eurovision World ranking, and then I was like, oh, so this is how Logan felt.
Uh-huh. Yeah, my number one song of the year is literally last right now.
God.
It's fine. Let's move to Netherlands. Sepp and Jasmijn, Holding On To You. Now, Junior Song Festival in the Netherlands is a very big deal, to the point where they basically treat it like X Factor or American Idol. So there's full auditions. They pair people together. They make groups. Luna from last year came out of Junior Song Festival as well. And I love that song. And guess what? This song kind of sounds like that song. But their duo was formed during Junior Song Festival. Jasmine's also participated in the Dutch TV show Mini Stars, where she reached the finals. Yeah, so their duo was formed during the Junior Song Festival.
Mm.
Uh-huh. Okay.
But I think the top three of Junior Song Fest this year were them, a female soloist, and I think an all-female group.
Okay.
Sounding very familiar to previous years for them, but
Okay. Here's what I'll say.
uh-huh.
I love their voices together.
Uh-huh.
I hate the song. I really hate
I don't hate the song. I don't love the song.
I don't like the song.
Sure.
I'll go with that.
That's pretty much my disposition with this as well. I don't hate it, but I don't like it either.
I don't like it. It feels very typical.
Yep.
Like, this is the kind of music that I've had an overabundance of in the last however many years, and I've grown out of it like very, very quickly. Yeah.
I'm gonna say this with all of the respect in the world. This feels like a Melfest reject.
Yes.
Yeah.
I hear what you're saying. Yeah. I don't know. Also,
Could you imagine if Sweden decided to compete at Junior?
They have.
It's over.
They have before.
I think they have, but could you imagine if they came back now? It'd be over.
It felt very one-toned. Like, I don't know. Like, it felt very samey all the way through.
Candy coated, house adjacent.
Yeah.
Cutesy pop, male female duo.
Also,
Holding On To You. Like,
also, please, someone get them a fucking choreographer.
Oh God, the choreo is abysmal.
The choreo is
abysmal,
because I feel like it's such an integral part of the song, especially because the chorus, half of it is just music and choreo, and that's it.
I had that issue with a few songs actually this year.
But I think for me, this song is where it's most prominent.
I agree with you completely. Yeah, I mean, this is my perfectly solid. I don't think it's bad. I don't love it. I think it's fine.
That's what it feels like to me. Also, the music video kind of bothered me because it was just like, oh, we get a shot of Sepp, we get a shot of Jasmijn, we get a shot of the dancers, and we get like only like one shot of them two together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which also, like, watching the live performance too, where I can't really sense much of a chemistry between them.
They have no chemistry at all.
Like, a lot of it feels very choreographed and rehearsed and scripted.
Yeah. Well,
good luck.
Good luck.
Click, clack.
let's talk about North Macedonia.
Let's.
Tamara Grujeska. The song is Kazimi Kazimi Koi. Tell me who. She started appearing at children's song festivals at the age of 5. She's won several many awards and accolades. And of course, North Macedonia has a very good track record at Eurovision with artists named Tamara. She has a parrot named Leo, and her favorite song is Tattoo by Loreen.
I enjoyed this.
So this is the other song that I said, oh boy, North Macedonia are throwing a big old punch this year.
Especially in comparison to last year.
This feels so different.
Very different.
This feels like North Macedonia at the main contest. And I like that. This is one of my favorites. And it comes down to just the fact that Tamara has a phenomenal voice.
Yeah.
The vocals are good. The way that the chorus flows is so beautiful. I didn't understand the clown in
That's
the music video.
I did not get the clown.
I was like, clowns. It's like, I don't get that. But
I didn't fully understand the video either, especially because it was like, there's a shot of her on the stairs. And we end the music video with her flying.
And then in the middle, you get all of these shots of a bunch of girls throwing powdered paint at each other like it's holy.
Holy, yeah.
But then there's this one girl where they get a shot of her and she's just like,
I just thought it could have been
that is the least flattering shot you could have gotten.
I just thought that could have been a little Easter egg for the imaging of the contest as a whole.
I'm pretty sure they announced the imaging for the contest beforehand, and I'm pretty sure they copied it.
Yeah.
Am I mad at that? No.
But yeah, I love her voice. Again, another person you can hear the training. So there's like little sci-fi elements of the music video that I enjoyed. The instrumentation is great. Loved the instrumentation. I put "oh yes" in capital letters, and then right after I put, "okay, the clown confused me." I don't get the clown. I really don't get the clown. I need to. Is there a reference in the lyrics? I don't fucking know. For the most part, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I thought this took me for a ride. And I was happy to be on it. Right from the first second, I was immediately reeled in. Strong voice, great runs. She has a little crack or almost like a break in her voice, which I love.
Yeah.
Because it just conveys whatever she's singing so well. I will say as well, just listening to the vocals in that recording alone, I am slightly concerned of how it's going to translate live because it's so throaty.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a little worried about it.
Yeah. I also am concerned for her vibrato because it's so quick that sometimes it gets her off the pitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see, but I'm excited.
I'm generally a North Macedonia fan, so I'm not surprised.
Oh,
Albeit this is junior, but over on the other one, I'm generally a North Macedonia fan.
Oh, good.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, when they compete, it's usually pretty good.
Yeah.
I realized in this moment I didn't make a banner for Poland. So
me and Anissa can pretend to be in suspense.
I got it, don't worry.
Whoa, it's Poland.
Oh my God. It's Poland. Maja. I'm not even going to try to say her last name. But it's Maja. Krzyżewska. I just need a friend. So she calls herself Maja from the end of the world because she comes from Rzeszówka, a small village in Poland where there are fewer residents than there are participants in Junior Eurovision.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
She also took part earlier this year in, guess what, everyone?
The Voice.
The Voice, Kids,
Poland.
Polska.
Yes, where she was chosen for Cleo's team, who is a former Eurovision representative, Cleo from 2014. And then she did win the Polish Junior Eurovision selection show with this song. And she has also recently become very proficient with aerial silks.
Oh.
How lovely.
Lovely.
Yeah.
We're going to have a disagreement about this one.
Are we?
I don't know. I felt like we are.
Okay. How do we feel?
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, we had a disagreement.
Yeah, we're in disagreement.
I don't love this song.
I like it.
So now Anissa's the middle.
The middle.
Them. The middle them.
The middle them. I like that. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind the song itself. The live performance seemed a bit shaky at points, but the belts were strong. The amount of potential I think this song has, and I think that's the one song I kind of wrote for this. The amount of potential this song has to be amazing is massive. I think it was, and I know she didn't write the song because I did take note of who wrote it. With names I cannot pronounce, except for Carla Fernandez. That's a name I can pronounce.
Yes.
Oh, there's Peter Borowski. Anyways, there's a lot of credits on the song. And Maya's just the singer. And to me, with the live performance, it doesn't feel like she's as familiar with the song. I don't know, like, because I do notice like sometimes the timing is a bit off. She comes in a bit early, and I just think she could use a bit more pocket and get more familiar with it, so at least she knows how to kind of feel the song.
I do agree that the live vocal was shaky, but I still enjoyed the song. First of all, I loved how the live performance was essentially a karaoke with the lions running down the back.
That's how it always is.
They do that every year. Even in the main.
That's so camp. Yeah. I love that. I love that. So camp. Okay, this is what I had as my perfectly solid.
That's generous.
That's I love it. I mean, okay, I don't love it. I like it. I enjoy it. So I'm somewhere between like and love. The breakdown into a punch worked so well. I loved the bridge. Her voice sounded so heavily at the start of the bridge, and then it felt like she used all of her voice towards the end of the bridge. The music video does it so much more justice though. And it gives us a lot more meaning behind the song. She just needs a friend.
This song is so depressing. It's like, I don't have any friends. I just need a friend. Will you listen to me? It's like, what?
To be fair, there aren't any other songs in the selection that have that kind of feeling.
And you shouldn't.
Okay, not that
I don't want to feel that way when I'm listening to a Junior Eurovision song. For me, this was just, the song is so depressing. The vocal was fine. The song itself is like very one note for me. I didn't find her to be charismatic all that much. just like, I don't know. Like, I don't. This is really one of the only songs this year I don't really enjoy all that much. And I normally really like Poland at Junior, so that's weird for me.
I think it tracks that I'm a fan of this song because generally I go for the depressing ones.
I mean, yeah.
I do remember also
Marius Bear.
That's not what I was gonna say, but
I know, but like depressing. I was the one champion of that song.
sure. Yeah. Oh,
Boys don't cry, and she just needs a friend.
It's boys do cry. But
whatever.
I do remember getting a little snippet of everyone else that she competed with. And I will say she was on the stronger half of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, was it just me that watched the winner performance?
I only watched the winner performance.
I was so confused. Like, who is that guy?
The runner-up.
Oh, so they got the runner-up to perform with. That is so. Oh my god, Junior is savage.
They
Like,
do
that with Sarah James.
They did that with Sarah James.
Wow.
Yeah. Well. Next up, we have Portugal. Julia Machado with the song "Where I Belong." Now, she was actually born in New Jersey.
Jersey.
She's from Jersey.
Jersey.
To an immigrant Portuguese family, and at the age of 12, she moved to Portugal, to the small village of Monsanto do Ribatejo, in Portugal with her grandparents, to pursue her dream of appearing on the Portuguese version of
The Voice Kids.
Yay! And she won. So that is why she is here with us at Junior Eurovision.
It's not like
bad.
bad.
It's not great.
It's not great.
groundbreaking.
It's not. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not great. Loved the face paint.
I didn't.
I loved it.
I loved that face paint.
I found it very out of place. I was like, I don't get this metaphor with this song.
Fair.
Like the music video and the song felt like two very different things. Because at different points, there's like shadowy figures popping up. And I'm like, what does this have to do with the song? I don't know.
I think for me, it was just mainly the face paint where I kind of got the connection.
Okay.
And her and the kind of reverse footage of her just like, I mean, she doesn't have a bad voice. I just wish I heard more like places in her voice, because like 80% of the song is kind of in the one range, is in the one kind of belting register. Yeah.
I saw your lips go.
Oh, does that translate? Okay, well. No, because it started out. When it started out, I was like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
But as it progressed, she just kept on singing like the same like high notes in the verses and the chorus, so I couldn't really find that like climax, you know.
Oh.
This is a children's program, Louis.
I didn't say anything.
Louis!
I did not say anything.
Yes, you did.
What did I say?
Oh.
That can mean anything.
Exactly.
Fucking right.
Anyway, I feel like this song is kind of one note. I think her vocal is fine. There's not much of a chance of just having like a big moment.
No.
But her vocal is fine.
Her vocal is fine. Her vocal isn't. Love her voice. Her voice is nice. With one.
Nice doesn't win. Nice vocals does not win you Junior Eurovision.
But having nice vocals in Nice is ironic. Goche niece.
Niece.
Yeah, she has very nice vocals. The face paint gave me Mika Goche vibes. That's I don't know why I said that. Anyway, I loved the shadow silhouettes, but I do agree that I don't get the connection. But I did like it. I did like seeing it visually.
I'm like, what the fuck is her staging gonna be?
I have no
Really?
idea what her station
Truly, I
is.
had no idea.
It could
Not a
be.
clue
I
in the
could
world.
see it being if she has the face paint in the music video.
Oh, they're gonna Victor her, aren't they?
Yeah,
gonna what?
probably.
Victor her.
I was seeing that or either Bilal Hassani.
Oh.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't mind that though.
You know, I wouldn't mind that either. I do love me some Bilal.
This song is gonna get lost in the pack.
Well,
Unfortunately.
Especially after last year when Portugal sent something just so out of the box. Like this feels well, I know it's based on who wins The Voice Kids, but like last year was just so different. They sent a true rock song last year, Lewis.
Oh.
Like it was like hard rock.
Wait,
like
Lewis, you liked that song. I remember.
Did I listen to it?
Yes. He's the guy with he was the one with the raspy voice and he had the guitar solo. You liked that song.
I need to remind myself of it.
Oh,
it's that kid that had the voice that did not match.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Next up, España. With Sandra Valero with Love You.
Love
or
you.
I guess you could just say I love you, because that's all she says in the song.
Love you.
In 5 different languages, as a matter of fact.
Truly. So she started singing when she was 4, and now at 12, she's a singer, actress, and model. She is a big musical theater person. She is currently playing the role of Mowgli in a theater production of The Jungle Book, which I think is just lovely. And she's competed on a number of kids' television talent shows, including
The Voice Kids España
and Idol Kids.
Idol Kids. Wow.
Oh.
Yeah,
that's the thing. We're gonna disagree again, aren't we?
Maybe.
I don't know where I am with this song, actually.
I kind of agree.
Because there are things I love about it, but there's also things that I critique. I have critiques on it too.
Yeah. Lewis, you love it, don't you?
I love it.
Okay, yeah.
I love it. I really do.
For me, this is so Oh Maman coded that I'm having a hard time enjoying it.
I do agree with that.
It's very copying the previous year's winner.
Right. I do agree with that. I'd argue this is better than Oh Mama.
Oh, by leaps and bounds.
This is better than Oh Mama.
I don't like it though. It's fine. I think the beat, the instrumental is my favorite part of the song.
Sure.
But I don't get a whole lot of substance out of this at all. And I think that's honestly my biggest critique is just like, I love you. I love you in another language. I love you in a third language. I love you in Spanish. I love you in another language.
So, yeah. So she says, I love you in Spanish, English, French, Italian, and Portuguese.
For some reason.
Slay.
Is it? I don't think so.
We love a multilingual queen.
I don't think.
Okay, so I was hooked from the first half, but once the second verse was over, it kind of felt flat for me because it was very one note.
Mm-hmm.
It is catchy. It is very catchy.
That's okay. I was trying to make a reference, like a comparison, and it took until now to actually figure out the name of what I was trying to compare it to.
Okay.
It's a stretch. I will say. I'll preface with that. Temptations. That is a stretch. Okay. Listen,
what song?
I don't know. Just the play, like the vibe. I don't know.
You said they had a lyric called "You Know That I Love You" and ran with it.
Fucking what the fuck did I just say? Listen, I loved it. I loved the pink clouds.
What?
I can't get over that now. You
No!
to the Temptations.
No. We're gonna go back.
I'm so
The fuck?
Right. So in like post,
Huh?
so like when we go into post edit, if you just want to like,
No, this is all staying in. This is all staying in.
Lewis compared a 12-year-old to the Temptations. I love it.
Sandra's gonna watch this, see that, and think, "Oh my god, yes." she's gonna be absolutely in awe of that.
I would compare 5 other singers in this contest alone to the Temptations before this song. At least 5, if not most of these songs.
I just heard someone laughing outside.
I would compare I Just Need a Friend to the Temptations before this song.
Listen, all right. Anyway, love the playful tone to this song.
And another thing. No, I'm kidding. Go on. Sorry.
This is a very happy-go-lucky. I love a happy-go-lucky song. I was the biggest champion of Tarantula on this channel, and for similar reasons. Very happy-go-lucky. I love the clicking, the swing. The when they had that band set up, I loved that when it was very.
And guess what? Every Spanish junior entry has been this way.
Great. Then I love every.
With the exception of last year, where it went very like modern adult pop.
Okay.
Which is what Anissa referenced at the start of the episode.
Is okay.
Senorita was interesting.
It's so
I loved that song. I still
Para
listen
conmigo,
to it.
señorita.
Would I be digging myself a bigger hole if I made a Silk Sonic comparison? Listen, right.
I think we're just gonna move on to the next song.
No.
I don't think we need to talk about this
Let me make
anymore.
one more comment.
Wait, no, because I do want to say
Okay.
this is my pick for Perfectly Solid because I really do
Okay.
like this song.
Okay,
Okay.
that's fair.
A Busker-esque staging. No? A Busker-esque staging.
We're
What kind of
moving
word?
on.
We're just
I
throwing
would-
things on a wall at this
No.
point, seeing which sticks.
We've been like that.
Lewis said, "What obscure references can I make today in this recording? The Temptations, Silk Sonic, the Busker."
No,
We have to.
I'm not comparing the song to the Busker.
No, I'm saying what comparisons.
Okay, but like the staging would be nice if it had similar fun staging that Busker had.
Sure.
Okay,
I saved
fine,
myself.
barely.
Not from the Temptations. We're still.
I'm gonna come back to you in a few days when we go to record something else and be like, the Temptations.
We're gonna be mid Eurovision 2024, and then Logan was like,
Remember when you compared "Love You" by Sandra Valero to the Temptations? When we talk about Benidorm Fest, are you going to compare any of these songs to the Temptations, Lewis? I love you, Lewis.
Love you.
Love you.
what can I say? I just love them Temptations.
I guess so.
They're great.
Anyway, well, let's move on. Our penultimate song that we're talking about today is Ukraine. Anastasia Dimid with Kvitka, or Flower. Now she is from Hoshiv in the Ivano-Frankivsk region of Ukraine. And though she's only in 4th grade, she's already won multiple children's vocal competitions. And she fears almost all animals, starting with butterflies.
I mean, I will give it to her. Monarch butterflies are poisonous.
Yes.
Yes.
I want to like this so bad.
I also want to like this so bad.
I like it.
Okay.
Okay.
I will say this was not at all the best song of the
No.
Ukrainian selection.
Oh, okay. I thought you were just gonna say period. I was like, oh no.
Also in this contest.
Yeah.
But I would say, like, if y'all haven't heard Universe from that selection, go listen to it and you'll understand why that poor girl was robbed.
Right.
Okay.
So, like, I don't love this. I
No.
don't. This is 3 different songs in one.
Oh, okay.
The backing music is one song. The vocal feels like a second song, and the lyrics feel like a third song. And none of it goes together for me. And I just, yeah.
I enjoy the fun she's having. It's a relatively fun song. It's sorry. No, there's a little spot in her voice that I really like, and it's Katarina from Goe kind of has a similar thing where they towards the end of like a line or like a word, they go into like a little yodel.
Yeah.
For lack of a better term, and I love that.
Supremes? No. Definitely not. No, I'm joking. That was a complete joke. But what I will say is I had fun with it. I had fun with it.
I had fun with it too.
It was a bit of a bop. It was Euro Club, and I imagine this is going to be a very divisive song, and as shows, it is a very divisive song. I think it will do well with the audience in terms of the physical audience.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it does well with the audience.
I wouldn't be surprised either.
Yeah. It's a song.
Here's what I'm gonna say. I like that we have this like break in the middle. We have this English verse talking about ending the tragedy. And I think that's wonderful and lovely and great. But I'm going to be honest, the way that this song is composed and written, it felt very out of place. And I understand that that is the overall message of the song and that Flower is about growth and rebirth and all of that kind of stuff. And I definitely understand that. For me, it felt, at least the delivery in the national selection performance, it felt very, it was a complete change of, you're getting this like upbeat, nice pop song sung by this little girl who I think is the youngest person in the contest this year.
I think she's the youngest one in the contest, yeah.
And then she's like, it just stops right in the middle. And it's like, find yourself in this world and stop this tragedy. And I'm like, oh God, okay.
That threw me off. That did throw me off.
Threw me off a lot. And like, again, I understand that like, especially the last 2 Ukrainian entries have been very affected by the ongoing war that is still happening in Ukraine. But for me, in a way that Neslamna, is that what it? Yeah.
Unbreakable.
I was like, I don't know why I thought there was a T in that song. In a way that Neslamna did it, conveyed that message so beautifully last year. I don't feel like that message is being conveyed as effectively in this song.
Agreed.
So also the still they chose for her for the thumbnail on the YouTube video is disrespectful.
Right.
Just
it really
disrespectful.
Oh, they did her so dirty.
They did her so dirty. And I felt really bad. But
I'm gonna be the YouTube short, aren't I?
Sorry.
Yes, you are. Our last up today is the United Kingdom. Stand Unique. The song is Back to Life. Now, this is the first group to represent the UK at Junior, consisting of Hala from Liverpool, Maisie from Essex, and Jasmijn from Newcastle.
So we got Liverpool, Essex, and Newcastle. That was
Ayo, pet. No.
Away, man.
I love that the Brit can't even do the accents right. The only way is Essex. Diva.
I'm claustrophobic, Darren.
I can do Essex because I just have to do Diva. Shout out Diva.
JC, baby.
It's the JC baby. I really like this. But this sounds straight out of a Halloween special off the Disney Channel.
It's giving Calling All the Monsters.
Yes!
I
was like, China and McKean, is that you?
Oh wow.
I still love this though.
I love it.
The first singer. Don't know their name.
Presumably, that is Hela.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
I thought she had a very Anne-Marie voice. Personally.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right. I don't want to hear no more.
You redeemed yourself.
Thank you.
Until I post the temptation clip on social media.
Oh no!
And then I send it to Lana directly, and then you just get a call from Lana being like,
"That's gonna make the circle of all of our." No, I can't. No,
sure is.
Amy and Gabby are gonna fucking jump. Anyway.
What did you think of your country's entry here, Lewis?
I do love our country's entry very much. I loved the chorus. The chorus is so catchy. There's some sort of choreo going on there, and Sam showed. Yeah, I am not gonna bother. There's a little bit of.
So when are we learning the choreo and performing it?
Right.
The choreo's not that hard to learn.
No.
I'm just gonna say.
No, it's really not.
Sorry, Lewis. Go ahead.
It's very pop swing. I enjoy a little pop swing. I'm gonna take myself back down a notch if I say this. Okay, I said Electro Velvet done right.
You know,
I'll take that.
Okay, all right, yes, and then
not
finally,
nearly as good as the Anne Marie reference, but
okay, yeah. And I said finally in big capital letters, please don't get sick.
We'll see what happens.
I can't. If
three female-led British Eurovision entries in a row get sick. Could you imagine?
I will literally give up.
Was May sick? May wasn't sick, was she?
I thought she was.
At some point during rehearsals, yeah.
At some point. She
got
wasn't at the first rehearsal.
Oh, okay.
Because they used the live on tape, I think.
Gotcha.
Instead of the whatever. But yeah, I enjoy this. It really did just give me Disney Channel Halloween special, but like in the best way, honestly. The three of them are lovely together. I'm so interested if we're going to learn how they came together. Because this is all BBC, so I'm curious to see what the BBC did to bring them all together. But yeah.
No.
That's that.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
No, so for me, I love all of the voices actually. Like, especially the first singer, her voice took me by surprise because I wasn't that expecting that to come out of her. I love the whistling. I said come through to the choreo kind of thing. You know, they're blending. I hope they like harmonize like that on the Eurovision stage and it's not everyone singing in unison, you know? Is very much up my alley. It's like I put it there with like a hurricane, either or. You know the girl groups that have competed in Eurovision's past.
Mm-hmm. Like the UK is gonna win Junior within the next 5 years. I will go on record as saying that. Yeah, we're gonna win Junior in the next 5 years at least, because we have the right intention behind all. Like both of our entries so far, the right intention, the right thoughts, right everything is there. Yeah. So I don't know. This is a difficult year, especially.
Yeah, it is.
But
it's a strong year.
Very strong year.
But
very strong year.
Very strong year.
Temptation.
God, no. Bye, Lewis. And on, oh my God. And on that note, I love this 2-person podcast we've had, Anissa, for the last 2 hours. I think it's been lovely. I think it's been wonderful. And I want to thank you all so much for joining us for our review of our first impressions of Junior Eurovision 2023. We're going to have a lot more videos coming out over the next couple of weeks in preparation for Junior 2023. So in the meantime, make sure to subscribe here because we are here covering all of Junior Eurovision as well as all of the Eurovision 2024 season. Let us know down in the comments below what kind of videos would you like to see from us for Junior. What other things would you like to see from us as a channel as a whole? Oh wow, Lewis is back. You could have let yourself in.
I could have, but
yeah, I thought you were going to, and then you just sulked instead.
I prefer to just sulk.
Yes, I know. Yes, make sure to subscribe. Let us know in the comments below. What are your favorite songs? Who are you rooting for? Do you love Sophie Lennon as much as we do? Are you surprised by the consistency of songs this year? Who was your biggest surprise? What song do you really not enjoy? Are you appreciating 9-year-olds from Ukraine today?
What's your favorite song from the Temptations discography?
Who's your bias from the Temptations?
Oh, God.
What crazy wild correlations would you make to this year's contest? Let us know. Hit all the buttons, hit all the links down below. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at the Cup Pod, where you will get all of our most up-to-date Cup news. Follow the 3 of us on Twitter as well, and go get your merch, including but not limited to the Cup mug, available at the link in the description below. And with all of that being said, cheers.
Cheers.
My face hurts.
when you want it. 2 shots to my heart.
I can't make an excuse. I lose my head over you. You take what you